In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Tyrants by Immortal. First off, the guitar is tuned to D standard, so let's just get started. I'll play the riffs up to speed and then I'll explain them afterwards. So let's start with the first riff, which goes like this. So the riff is quite simple. It's a chugging pattern on the low E and second fret of the A string, so a normal open power chord. And then the rest of the stuff is played on the A and D string. And so the pattern goes chug and then a chord, then chug, another chord, and that's what you do. So the first thing is 7th fret and 5th fret, 7th on the A, 5th fret of the D. And then you just chug and you play that chord. And after that you're going to go to the 7th fret and 7th fret. And then you go chugging between those, and then the last thing you do is a slide from the 7th and 7th fret of the A and D up to the 8th and then back. And then you repeat the riff from the start, but the ending is different. It's not like the slide. You end on the 8th fret, like that. So I'll play it slowly, starting with the 7th and 5th fret. So it goes like this. And now we're going to go to the 7th and 7th. Then that slide comes, and then you're going back to the 7th and 5th fret. Now we're going to the 7 and 7 again. And then we're ending on the 8th. Picking that a couple of times. So that's the whole first riff. So the second riff goes like this. Now this riff it's very repeating. It repeats itself like the same pattern over and over, just with some small changes. So you start off with an open power chord on the low E, adding the 2nd fret on the A and D string, and then you chug it, and you go to from the top 4th fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, and then you slide from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret of the low E. At least I like doing that. And then you play that descending from the 3rd fret and 2nd fret and 2nd fret. That's from the top. And then you tremolo pick on the 3rd fret of the D string. And then you repeat the same beginning pattern. And then when you get to the tremolo picking on the 3rd fret again, you're going to the 2nd fret after a little while. And then repeat the thing, and then you do... You don't have to palm mute that, like... Just do whatever sounds good to you when it comes to palm muting. And then you end the riff with this, the same pattern. But now, the last time you palm mute. Playing that descending. And then you can either play the last power chord, and that's from the top, the 1st fret, and then 3rd fret, 3rd fret. And then mute the whole guitar. If you want to play it muted or open, I don't think it matters. Whatever sounds good to you. So I'll play that slowly. And as live, he usually adds the 6th fret of the D string on the last chord before it goes to the, like this. And then it's back to the first riff. Then, when you've jumped between those two riffs a couple of times, I believe, then we get to the third riff, which goes like this. It's very simple. It starts off from the top, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Then sliding from the 3rd fret of the low E to the 5th fret. And then playing from the top, 5th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret. Jumping to the open power chord on the low E, adding both the A and D. And then playing that upwards. Live, he also plays the higher strings instead. Before going back to that chord. But on the record it sounds like he does it like that. And back to the 3rd fret and 5th fret. And then 5th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, the same as last time. Open power chord on the low E, then chug it. And then back to the 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Playing that the same thing. Ending the whole riff on the open power chord. So I'll play it slowly. I messed up a little there, but that's okay. So it's really simple. Basically, those are the only 3 chords. And the last chord you hit is the open power chord. That's actually the beginning of the 4th riff, which goes like this. You let that ring out. And then you hit the higher E and B string open. And then from the top, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 4th fret. And then hit the high E and B. And then you play 3rd fret from the top, 3rd fret, 3rd fret, and 2nd fret. Let the low E and A string ring out. And then you're going to play a melody with your pinky and index finger. So that's the 5th fret of the D string. Everything is on the D string except the last note. So it's 5th fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open, 3rd fret of the A string, which you're already fretting because you're letting those ring out. And then you repeat the high E open kind of things. And the second time you play the melody, you're not going to end on the A string, you're ending it on the 4th fret of the D string. So like this. So it's the same melody, but you're ending on the 4th fret of the D string instead of going to the 3rd fret of the A. And then you repeat the whole thing once more. So you're playing this twice. And then I believe the guitar plays a open power chord, low E, open, 2nd fret, A, D, and fading out into the clean guitar. So this is how the clean part goes. It's sort of like 3 patterns that you have to learn, or there's 3 sections to it. That's how I think of it. And I'll just play through it once now. So the picking pattern is basically almost the same for the whole riff, but you're adding some notes on the B string once in a while. So it starts off like this, and I'll try to just pick it slowly, me explaining this right hand stuff. It gets too complicated for my head, but I'll play it slowly so you can listen, watch, and then try to replicate it. So the first chord is open, low E, and then we're on the 14th fret from the top. Open, low E, then 14th fret, and 12th fret. And then we're going to add the open B. So it goes like this, slowly. And when I play it, I'm palm muting just a little bit. So that's the pattern. Adding the high B. So you're playing on the high B only once, and it's sort of like just going up on the chord. You're letting the low E ring out and playing up on the frets that you're actually holding down with your fingers. So the next chord is from the top, low E open, and then 12th fret, 12th fret, 12, 12, and then 11. So that goes like this. So it's the same picking pattern, and then you repeat that from the beginning. But this is the end of the first section. Then you add the 9th fret, 10th fret I mean, on the B string at the end. So from the beginning, that's... So we add the 10th fret there, and then you're going to play the exact same pattern, but there's a small little change on the high B. So you're adding the 12th fret on the... Now we're into the second section. This is the start of the second section, how I think of it. And now you're adding the 12th fret on the B string on this part. So it's the same as the first, but you're just adding that note. So from the beginning of the what I think is the second section, and then you're going to the same pattern as on the first section, but here you're also adding the 10th fret of the B string when you're playing this pattern, and then you repeat that with the added new note on the B string. So you're playing this twice. I'll do it now twice. So that's the second section. Okay, so then we're into the third section of the clean stuff, which goes like this. We have the 15th fret of the A string now, and then 14th and 12th, but also the open low E. And here we're playing the high B as well, only once. And it's from the high B and up to the two next strings. Like this. Just like the rest of the pattern. And then we go to... So there's no note on the high B here, but we're playing the beginning chord. It's 14th fret, and 12th fret of the A, D, and G string. And then we're going to the 12th fret, and 11th fret, also with the low E, of course. And then repeat that. But now we're going to add our pinky on the 14th fret of the G string. And letting it go as well, like this. So that whole thing sounds like this. And then that repeats. And then you're into the tremolo riff, which goes like this. And then it basically repeats twice. So it starts off, everything is on the A and D string. So we're starting off on the 7th and 9th fret. Then going to 10 and 9. And then 9 and 7. And then 5, 7. And then it sort of repeats on the 7th and 9th fret. And 10, 9. And then 7 and, no, I mean 9th fret and 7th fret. But you're going to slide the 7th fret up to the 5th fret as well, and then back. And then the whole thing repeats. I'll play it slowly. And then it goes into the first riff again. But there's a second guitar playing a melody, and this is how he plays it live. I believe he might be adding everything we're doing on the A string now live and only playing the D and G string on the record. But it goes like this. It's quite fast. And then it goes back to the first riff there. So that's the from the A, everything is on the A, D, and G string, and the first chord is 7th fret, 5th fret, 9th fret, and then it's 7, 5, 7, and then 8, 7, 10, and then slide that 2 frets up, so you're on the 10th, 9th, and 12th. And that's it, playing it slowly. And just repeat that. And then it goes back to the first riff. And then the last thing is a clean, or not a clean, it's a little solo kind of thing that goes like this. And then into the third riff. And that's how you end the song as well, when you get to the end on open power chord and let that ring out. So that's the outro of the song. But the melody down here, it's played on only the high E and B string. And it's quite tricky to play it slowly, at least with the hammer on add off kind of thing there. So it's 12th fret, 12th fret, then 12, 10, no, yeah, 12, 10, and then 10, 9, and then in there you're going to play 10, 10, back to 10, 9, and then 8, 7, ending on 10 and 8. And then just repeating that once more. A little tricky to play it slow, but that's how you play that melody. Now that's everything you need to know to play the song. I hope someone found this helpful. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.